Hi Cancer, welcome to your What is the Tea reading. So throughout this reading, we're going to have a little look at the energies surrounding you from now towards the end of June. So guys, before I get started, if you are enjoying my readings, please hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like the opportunity to win a free video recorded private reading with me at the end of June, make sure you subscribe and then comment free with the mystical ball emoji on any of my uploads throughout the month of June. Okay, I'm going to be picking 2 winners at the end of June, so yes, definitely look out for that. I was just laughing to myself, and this may actually be significant for your reading, Cancer. I do the readings in my room, and I've just been kind of pottering around, tidying up, and I had this like massive fruit fly that was just buzzing around my room constantly. And every time I tried to like usher it out of the door or out of the window, it kept going the opposite way, and I was just getting really frustrated because I thought, I can't do this recording and have this massive like fruit fly, because they tend to like come around me. And I thought that's really going to be irritating for you guys, the viewers, because you're going to hear this constant buzzing noise. And anyway, I opened my window full, and I eventually ushered the fruit fly out of the window, so that buzz has gone. But it made me feel like this could be significant for the Cancer reading. This being the first reading I'm doing of the day, and it could be significant to the point where there may be either yourselves or somebody around you who has just had, you know, this overpowering message being constantly given to them, or they just have this feeling or this pull towards doing something which, you know, their intuition is screaming at them to do, and they've been ignoring it up until this point. Okay, also when I opened the window to allow this fruit fly to go out of the window, I saw 2 magpies outside my house, and I've been seeing a lot of magpies on their own, which, you know, if you are superstitious at all, one magpie is for sorrow, isn't it, and 2 is for joy. So yeah, just a couple of messages there that may be significant for this reading. Damn fruit flies. I was literally like Jackie Chan flying around my bedroom trying to get this. It was huge. It was like the biggest fruit fly I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, lovers, love that. Lovers and the sun. Okay, Cancer. Strong start to the reading. First 2 cards are major arcanas, which is really powerful energy. Let's see what else comes out for you. But we're definitely looking at a very deep spiritual connection here for you guys. A connection which can bring a lot of happiness. Another major arcana, we have the Justice card. Wow. Okay, so if you feel like there's been a little bit of an injustice, 2 of Pentacles, in regards to love and relationships recently, I do feel like things are about to balance themselves back out. Okay, we have the Page of Wands, which is speaking about some kind of communication. Let's get one more. And we have the High Priestess. Okay, literally, yeah, okay. 10 of Pentacles, yeah. Being drawn to these, wow, very much so. Okay, Cancer, I do feel like the messages that I gave at the beginning of the reading are actually very significant. Okay, in terms of the fruit fly that was buzzing around my room, around my head, in my space, you know, I kind of portrayed that as something or a message which has been, you know, coming to you very strongly, which you've kind of been ignoring or shooing away or whatever. It links very much to this High Priestess card, and I was speaking all about intuition. I mean, I'm actually amazed. There are 4 major arcanas out here for your reading, literally straight off the bat. This is really powerful energy that shouldn't be ignored. Okay, now this is in regards to some kind of deep spiritual divine connection. Okay, when we see the Lovers, we think about soulmate connections, we think about twin flame connections. Whatever this is a masculine and feminine energy, regardless of sex, literally coming together, and it's kind of like alchemy. Okay, we have the Sun card here, which is speaking about happiness, it's warmth, it's positivity. Okay, this connection brings about a lot of happiness. Now with this Justice card being here, I do feel like there has been some kind of injustice in regards to this situation. Okay, so either you have experienced some kind of injustice from a lover, a person of interest, or perhaps you have you know, given them some kind of injustice, if that makes sense. Okay, we do have a Two of Pentacles here, so I can see that somebody has within this connection been toying between two different paths, I want to say. Okay, and one path I do feel leads back to their counterpart, and the other path is just kind of embarking on life or continuing life on their own. Okay, we do have the Page of Wands here, which is speaking about communication. Now it is a page, so it's going to be something quite small, but I want to say also quite sincere as well. And yeah, like I said, the High Priestess, your intuition is, you know, it's been kicking your butt basically. Now this is really strange, because normally when I do the readings, I pick up on another person's energy, but I do feel like perhaps this injustice could have been, you know, you potentially walking away from somebody who perhaps once was a really positive kind of presence in your life, somebody who made you very happy, somebody who you had a lot of deep feelings, love and emotions for. Okay, now with this Page of Swords here, I do feel as though you have been kind of like checking in on them, or, you know, if you perhaps have them on social media as a friend or whatnot, you've been kind of like going back and forth just to try and get a little bit of a window into their world, just to see exactly what they're up to. But whilst you've been doing this, all you've been thinking about is, man, I can really, you know, envision my future with this person. You know, the Ten of Pentacles is two people coming together to work together. It says power couple vibes. Okay, and it speaks all about abundance. So it really is two people coming together and really building on some kind of future. Okay, but the issue here is, Cancer, I feel a little bit of defensiveness, especially with this Five of Swords. Okay, you can see this person's kind of looking back over their shoulder, they're carrying these swords, so there is a little bit of a defensive energy here. Okay, perhaps it's, you know, you may be quite nervous or anxious about speaking with your person again. We do see the Page of Wands here. There needs to be some kind of communication to break the ice here. Like I said, something very small but sincere. Okay, and then we have here the Seven of Pentacles, which is speaking about feeling a little bit disgruntled with life at the moment. Okay, somebody who perhaps, I do feel very strongly, Cancer, that you may have pulled your energy away from somebody who actually made you feel very happy and brought about a lot of positivity in your life, to focus on these pentacles. Okay, to focus on self. Now that doesn't go to say that perhaps there were issues within this relationship, or, you know, there would have been a reason why you pulled your energy back. And I do feel like it is to work on oneself. It's, you know, to work on their abundance, to work on their overall mental health, but you're just in that energy at the moment of just feeling a little bit like, well, is this it? You know, you may be working really hard and, you know, not really having a lot of time for yourself, time to relax, time to enjoy yourself. You know, even if there's certain hobbies which you enjoy doing, if you're working constantly, you may not have time to be able to really kind of explore those hobbies at the moment. So yeah, let's go in and clarify all these messages for you. So lovers, we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. That's interesting. So the lovers, it is about a divine, spiritual, deep connection here. Okay, now the Nine of Pentacles usually is a feminine energy, but don't let that kind of, you know, trouble you. When we speak about feminine energy, I mean, all of us have equal amounts of feminine and masculine energy within us. Okay, it's when those energies are imbalanced in some way where we, you know, can become quite toxic in regards to relationships, friendships, in life in general. Okay, when we speak about both parts being, you know, completely even keel and balanced, that is somebody really living life authentically. They speak their truth, you know, there's actions to what they speak. They have really good goals and morals in life. That's what we speak about when we say that, you know, the masculine and feminine energy is really balanced. Now, when the energies are unbalanced, say you have a feminine woman who, you know, really sees themselves as very feminine, and perhaps they're operating more from their masculine side. So masculines are very logical, they're very, you know, get the job done, this is what I need to do to solve this issue, whereas the feminine energy is more, you know, operating from matters of the heart, it's feelings, it's emotions, it's very free flowing. Okay, so if a feminine energy is operating more than masculine energy, there's going to be imbalances within a connection, especially if the other counterpart is more masculine. I hope that makes some kind of sense. The reason why I'm going on this spiel is because we have the Nine of Pentacles here in reverse, okay, which is a feminine energy, but we can be speaking about a male, for instance, who, you know, is more feminine than masculine, or, you know, views themselves as more feminine than masculine. The fact it's in reverse is telling me that somebody left this connection and, you know, is very much aware that the other counterpart is single, because the Nine of Pentacles is a single energy. Somebody is single, very abundant, somebody may be really taking good care of themselves, okay, but, you know, in terms of status, they are fully single. They're not involved with anybody, they're not in a relationship with anybody, they're single, okay, and this has been playing on somebody's mind. Now again, this is either you or your counterpart. The reason why the Lovers is, I feel, the first prominent card to have come out is because somebody is anxious about the fact that perhaps their other person may go off and meet somebody else. Okay, so they are no longer single, they are in a romantic connection with somebody else, and they're starting to realize now that actually the person who they were involved with was actually the perfect counterpart for them. It was the perfect kind of person for them, and they're seeing now just how deep spiritual and divine this connection is. Well, I've been talking for a good hot minute there. Okay, let's clarify this Sun card for Cancer, please. We have the Six of Wands. Okay, so Six of Wands is speaking about a victorious energy. Okay, there's a victory here. Now, the Sun I was portraying as, you know, describing the connection as a whole. It brought a lot of positivity, it brought a lot of happiness, a lot of warmth, okay? The Sun is the most positive card you can get within tarot. And I feel like the Six of Wands is just indicating that, yes, this connection, you know, should both people come back and it be, you know, any injustice is kind of cleared, you know, both people operating from a place of love, a place of, you know, feelings and emotions rather than, you know, more logical, more ego, then there is an opportunity for there to be success here. We also have the Justice at the bottom of the deck, which is showing up twice in your reading. Let's clarify this Justice card. Ace of Swords. Yeah, there needs to be some kind of communication. There needs to be a talk here. This is what's going to bring justice back to this situation, okay? You can see within the Justice card, this person's holding scales. I feel like perhaps this whole connection has become very unbalanced, okay? And there needs to be a very honest, mature, adult conversation that happens here, okay? Now, the aces in tarot do signify brand new beginnings, okay? So this conversation that has to be had to break the ice, it does really need to be very honest and very truthful. There can't be any kind of stones left unturned here. You know, no secrets that are hidden here. Everything needs to be brought to the surface, okay? That is the only way justice is going to prevail here. We have the Knight of Swords, which is clarifying this Two of Pentacles. Yeah, so whoever's been in this energy of, you know, indecision or deciding between two different paths, I feel like perhaps now they have made a decision, or this decision, like I said at the beginning of the reading, has been kind of like plaguing their mind, plaguing their energy field for quite some time now, okay? Their intuition has been screaming at them, go towards your person and speak your truth. The Knight of Swords is a very fast moving energy, okay? So somebody coming in. Now, what I love about the Knight of Swords coming out after the Ace of Swords is obviously we see here there needs to be a very honest adult conversation that takes place here in order for justice to prevail. And it's almost like, yeah, look, they're coming. Here it comes. Now, like I said, it's either you or the person you have been dealing with, okay? Take it as it resonates. If you are the person who withdrew from this connection and decided to work on themselves and has not kind of interacted with the other person since, then this is obviously speaking from your point of view. But if it doesn't resonate, do it vice versa, right? Can we clarify this Page of Wands, please? I feel like with the High Priestess and obviously the fruit fly that was buzzing around. Oh, wow. Somebody's intuition literally has not given them a break. It's just that, you know, they may have been seeing a lot of signs, they might have been seeing a lot of synchronicities, they may have been having really intense in-depth dreams, or just having some kind of knowing about which way they need to go, okay? There needs to be this, you know, like I said, very adult, mature conversation that takes place here. Now, this conversation, this first initial, you know, talking between two people, it is going to start off as something small, but it's going to be very, very sincere, okay? And I feel like if you are the person who pulled away, you need to discuss with your person actually just how you have felt about this whole situation, or how you've been feeling lately, okay? Because with the Five of Cups, this is speaking of an energy of remorse, it's sadness, it's regret, it's grief, okay? It's speaking about loss. Somebody who, you know, may have even been going through a bit of depression here and anxiety because of the loss of this connection. If this is you, you need to be open with your feelings towards your person, okay? Tell them, express to them exactly how you have been feeling since you guys have disconnected, okay? Now, again, if this is the other person, this is the energy they need to come in with, okay? They need to be very open, raw and honest with you. This is the only way that there's going to be any justice here. Can we clarify this High Priestess energy, please, for Cancer? Oh, wow. Two of Cups. Now, Two of Cups for me, oh look, we have the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck again. Which, you know, someone really is thinking about their future and, you know, the long term with a partner. The Two of Cups is coming out to clarify this High Priestess energy. Somebody's intuition has been screaming at them for a very long time that this is your person. You need to go towards them. You need to be truthful. You need to express your feelings, because this is a very deep divine spiritual connection which you share, okay? The Two of Cups for me is my date card, so it could be speaking about perhaps you guys, you know, just taking it slow, perhaps meeting regularly, talking lots, but when you're talking, being very open and honest in regards to how you're feeling in terms of, you know, how you feel towards the other person, the connection, what you want from this connection, if you want the long-term relationship, if you just want to be friends, whatever it is, there needs to be honesty here, okay? The Two of Cups is almost like my pursuing card, okay? So somebody is about to pursue the other person. Now, again, I just want to say it's very rare that I feel this way, but if you are the one who pulled your energy back for whatever reason, you are the one who needs to go towards your person, okay? If somebody else who you've been connected with pulled their energy back, this is the energy in which they are going to be coming in with in the month of June. Okay, Cancer. That was interesting. That was intense, but that was your reading. I really hope you enjoyed. Don't forget, if you would like to win a free video recorded reading with me at the end of June, please hit the subscribe button and make sure you comment free with the mystical ball emoji under any of my uploads between now and the end of June. Okay guys, I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.